Final one on this list. This one's gonna blow your minds. Oh yeah, that's me. I made this one. Welcome to episode 3 of the Streamer Showcase, an 18 monthly video series where I take a look at your most innovative stream creations and try to milk the ad revenue out of it. I recently hit 100k subs, and by recently I mean 9 months ago. But at the time, I asked you guys to submit your most creative stuff, things that you've made for your stream. So we're talking things like channel points, unique design elements for your streams, effects, any widgets you've made, even like fun rituals that you run with your community. Literally anything that makes your stream stand out, I want to see it. We got a lot of submissions, which makes sense because you guys had 9 months to submit. You know how many babies you can make in 9 months? 1. Or 2 if you have twins. So let's take a look at some of my favorite submissions, and I'll try to break them down so you guys can learn something from them and take some inspiration and ideas for your own streams. Before making a failed attempt at trying to entertain you guys, let's talk about this video sponsor, NordPass. NordPass is a password manager that can generate unique passwords for every single website that you visit so that you don't have to remember them. Look, I know you guys aren't stupid, okay? You already knew what NordPass is. Every YouTuber talks about them, and you still haven't set it up. Do you know how many hackers are out there? I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's a lot. NordPass can autofill your passwords both in your desktop via a browser extension and through your phone, so every app that you log into, you can autofill it there as well. It can also identify whenever a website that you use has a breach and then notify you so that you know when to change your password. And all your passwords are encrypted with XChaCha20 encryption. I'm not even kidding, that's actually what it's called. Check out NordPass Premium in the link down below and get 4 free months with their 2-year plan. Get up and do it already, okay, so I can start the video. I'm a YouTuber, so you have to do what I say. Channel point rewards might just be my favorite thing about Twitch. It turns out that you can have much more creative rewards than just telling the streamer to drink water or do push-ups or like breathe. Dastardly Dave programmed his stream so that when anybody cheers 150 bits, it automatically changes scenes to the car scene in Street Fighter 2. You know the one where you have to beat up the car? Well, he has it set up so that when this happens, it automatically enables a channel point reward, and then his viewers have to spam that channel point reward to like beat up the car. And if they don't do it in time, then they lose. And then if they do it fast enough and the car gets destroyed, then it plays this winning animation. The way he explained it to me is he has a bunch of different GIFs set up inside of OBS, and then he uses StreamerBot to progress the animation the more times people redeem the channel point reward. I love adding little games like this inside of your stream. It just makes your stream more interactive and gives your viewers something to do every once in a while. Obviously, the programming part is a little complex and it's not something that I would expect your average streamer to know how to do. But one of the simple things he did that I really love is the use of temporary channel point rewards. If you guys have never heard of StreamerBot before, it's a program that's kind of like a Stream Deck on steroids. You can program these really complicated macros for like changing scenes and sources inside of OBS. And one of the things you can do is you can enable and disable different channel point rewards as part of that macro. So in this case, he created a trigger that says anytime someone gives 150 bits, it will enable a channel point reward that didn't exist before. This is one thing you can think about when you're trying to come up with your own idea to implement into your own stream. Alright, so let's talk about visuals, because coming up with a unique design aesthetic is really difficult. Most people just resort to having a rectangular camera on top of a rectangular game, and that's boring. Gross. T2 Wave has one of the most unique camera borders that I've ever seen. He's got this dynamic wave effect where the wave actually reacts to his voice, and he's got like this cool two-tone color going on. It's just so clean and different to anything I've ever seen before, and it's actually not an OBS plugin. it's 3 OBS plugins. Funnily enough, these are all plugins that I've talked about on this channel before. The first 2 plugins are waveform and scale to sound, so those are what he uses to get the dynamic wave effect going on that reacts to his voice. But the magic that makes all of this works is the Stream Effects plugin. So Stream Effects adds all of these different features to OBS. One of the features that he uses a lot here is the dynamic mask filter. If you've never heard of what a mask is sort of kind of like a cookie cutter, so you can like cut shapes out of stuff. So a dynamic mask is kind of like that, except it's dynamic, so it moves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know what this is all about. So the way a dynamic mask works inside of OBS is you use one source as a mask for another source. So in this case, he's created a bunch of different waveform sources, which do the waveform pattern, and then he's used that source to cut out the shape in his camera. It's just such a clever way of combining multiple plugins to create one effect. And the best thing about this is he's created his own tutorial on his YouTube channel, which I totally respect. I love it when people want to share their creations and help others out instead of like just trying to keep their own creations to themselves. How selfish, you know? So anyway, I'm put my widgets up on Patreon. Cool, thanks. If you want to create a similar effect for your stream, check out his tutorial. I'll leave a link up here. And while you're at it, just go follow all of the people in this list because I know they all work really hard on their streams and yeah, they deserve it. Let's stick with creators who have really cool designs. Choopy Choosy, not only does he look like Hassan 2.0, but he's got a really clean and well put together stream. He actually submitted 4 videos and every single one of them was awesome.
Actually, it isn't.
I love this effect that he created every time he gets a gifted sub where his game shrinks and his camera shrinks to give more space to show the gifted sub message. This is super clean, although you should stop using that default Streamlabs font. Otherwise, it's perfect. But the effect that I wanted to focus on was this one.
Wait, what? What the f is this?
In case you don't know what you just looked at, what he did was he banned someone in Twitch chat, and then presumably he has some kind of bot set up that detects when someone gets banned. And he plays this animation of this arrow firing, hitting this target, which is actually the profile picture of the person that he just banned. I've got a few of these set up on my own stream as well. We've been calling them Banimations. I use StreamerBot to create my Banimations. There's a tab in there for banned users, so it can detect whenever someone gets banned, and then you can play a macro that you've created inside of StreamerBot. The macro doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be as simple as like a sound effect or like a green screen video of yourself popping up out of the ground and like laughing at the person that just got banned. Or you can make like a full-blown animation where like the profile picture tracks the video. That's kind of difficult to do, but if you know how to do that, then it's really fun. Anyway, cool hair, by the way, love it. All right, next submission. I love when my viewers interact and engage with me on stream, but you know what's really underrated? When viewers interact with each other. Fred McKay, or Fred Mackay, or Fred McA. I don't know how to say his name. Anyway, Fred McKay programmed a Mexican standoff into his stream. His viewers can challenge each other, and if the other person accepts, an animation starts playing. You can see both of the viewers standing there, staring each other down. Meanwhile, the whole chat is watching, holding their breath as a gust of wind blows by, waiting for that draw sign to drop. And the first one to type shoot in chat pulls out his pistol, firing a bullet, ripping through the torso of the other person. He's also got a great video on his channel explaining how he pulled this off. He uses another program called Mix It Up. Mix It Up is similar to StreamerBot. In my opinion, it's worse, so I wouldn't use it. But he uses Mix It Up to program all of the different events and all the animations and, you know, checking for chat when the user types draw. So that's how he does all of that. If you guys know programming, StreamerBot is just as capable of building something like this up too. I can't remember if he's done this, but I think it would be really funny to like time the person out, the guy that gets shot, for like 10 minutes. Kind of gives like some real stakes to the game, you know? But yeah, super well executed. I really like that it uses the profile picture for each of the two viewers, and I like the whole cowboy theme and that finishing animation for whenever someone wins. Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Please.
We got him.
Final one on this list. This one's gonna blow your minds. Oh yeah, that's me. I made this one. What, I can't submit my own thing for my own show? Make your own show. You guys remember all those mini games in Pokemon Stadium, and there was that one mini game where you had to count all the Pokemon as they ran across the screen? Yeah, I basically took that and then I like programmed that into my stream. I got one button on my stream deck that can activate the start screen. So this is what's gonna show all of the instructions to my viewers so they know exactly what to do. And then I have another button set up where I can like back out of it and cancel it, or I can hit the start button and it will do the whole countdown, and then all these Pokemon will start flying across the screen. At the end, my viewers will have 30 seconds to all type out the number of Pokemon that they think that they saw run across the screen, and the first person that gets it right, they are the winner. Man, I spent like 2 days making this in StreamerBot, and I even put my own settings in there so you can like change the size of the Pokemon or even change the number of Pokemon that go across the screen. Please, nobody get it right. How many Pokemon is this? It's still not fully complete. I would like to add like a leaderboard in there and maybe make it so that we can have multiple winners, because at the moment I only have it checking for the first person to put in the correct answer. And everybody always puts 69 every time we play this game, even if there's like 5 Pokemon, they'll just type 69. But yeah, I worked so hard in this, okay? I even went as far as like getting the original Pokemon sprites and like finding where they got all the sound effects from. That was a lot of effort. And before anyone asks for a tutorial, too bad. I don't even remember how I did it. I might consider putting it up on Patreon one day, but like, I'd have to alter it pretty significantly. I don't want Nintendo sending angry lawyers to my house trying to assassinate me for selling Pokemon stuff. That'd be really inconvenient to be murdered. That being said, I do make my own widgets, and I did start making them available to everyone on Patreon. So if you want to support the channel and also get something that you can use for your stream, check them out in the link down below. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I just looked down at my notes because I don't know how to write outros. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. I'd like to say that there would be another episode. It's probably going to be like super far away from now, but if you want details on how to submit your streams, the details will always be in the Discord. That's how people submitted their streams today. But yeah, other than that, go follow all the people on this list again. Me too. And yeah, I'm gonna go now because yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, bye. Also, thank you NordPass for sponsoring this video.